Hello, in this video I will show you how to create a brand palette and how to apply it to your Podia website. So the first thing you will need will be Canva, and I would suggest that you use the premium package, that you sign up for it, because you can use a lot of features like different elements and also this brand feature. So you would basically create a new brand. I already have this one here, and you will upload your logo. I have created a simple logo here. That might change in the future, but I would advise that if you're doing this on your own, like you don't have a designer, if you have a designer, obviously use their logo and ask them to also create for you a color palette. But if you don't have a designer and you're doing this on your own, or you just have the logo, you can simply upload it here. And then for the colors, you would be able to add different palettes from here. So you can use a default palette, or you can create one of your own. I will show you how to pick one, but basically, for example, this will be a color palette that would be nice if you're, for example, offering something related to children or to beaches. Use this type of blue, reminds you of that. But in general, the rule is the following. You need a black, that's for sure. You need a white. Then you need a main color. So in my case, this would be this blue over here. And you need a lighter shade of your main color. So how to pick a lighter shade? So basically you go here and you copy, this is called a hex code. So this is the code of your color. You would be using it everywhere. So if you want to find a lighter one, you just paste the main color here and then you drag it to the left to white. And that's how you get a lighter one. And you see like this one that I have here is almost the same as this one that I have already picked. Like you can have even two lighter colors, but at least one will be pretty sufficient. Then you would need lighter color, almost close to white, but not exactly. I would advise you to actually, let's copy this color here. To have the lighter color, so you would drag it here almost to the end of white, but not exactly. So I would advise that you have your lighter color be almost, maybe even more lighter, I would say. At least to be in the tonality of your palette. So my palette here, it's cool toned. That means blues, greens. This is cool toned colors. And I would pick it's like an off-white color, but in that tonality. And then you would want to have a pop color. You might not use it very often, you might not use it at all even, but you might need this if you want something to really pop on the screen, like a button, like a login button, for example, or like a buy now button. So this would be your choice. And I will show you now how to pick other color palettes, but basically pick one main color. In my case, it's this sky blue. In your case, it can be yellow, green, and then do the rest of the colors from the way that I showed you. Another way would be from this website. It's called Coolers, like colors, but with double O. And over here, you can generate a random palette for yourself. But keep in mind that, for example, this palette that we just randomly generated will not be good for your website because there is no contrast. So how to see the contrast between the colors? There is a feature here where you can do that. It's called contrast checker. And that way you can see if a certain color, for example, this type of dark, almost black color, will pop in front of this blue. So this is a good rating. You want your website to have good contrast because different people have different eye visions. They use different monitors, different screens, and there are also people who are colorblind, so or have some type of reduced vision, so you want your website to be very high in contrast. Most modern websites nowadays are done usually like that, the way that this website is done. It's a background, it's a white background, and then you have a main color that pops out. Oh. So how to add those colors into your Podia website? So you would go into your dashboard and then go here site and edit site. So you will already have some type of a preset. This is just basic stuff that you can fill in. We will later go over them. But you would click on design here, colors, and import your colors. How you do this? Well, basically you just copy the hex code and paste it here. I have them already pasted, but I will just need to change the lighter color. So you do it from here. And you have your two accent colors. Those would be your main colors, in my case, blue and lighter blue. Then the shades, I would advise you one of them to be black, the other one somehow of grayish, and then the lighter shades would be white and this lighter blue that I picked out. And then you see Podia automatically generates different themes that you can then apply to your elements. And you can select the default theme. So right now this page here is using the Pale theme. You can edit each theme on its own. I would generally advise you to just go with what is automatically generated and then adjust it as you wish. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.